Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna show you why this new Korean Ahri build is absolutely broken and why you should play it, given you're in the correct sort of circumstances. So, the new Korean Ahri build is Rod of Ages first item, Liandry's second item, and then Riftmaker third item. As you might imagine, this build is going to make you very tanky. It is going to mean you'll deal a little bit less damage, and this build also does struggle a bit with cooldown reduction, which is why I think you have to run Ultimate Hunter. You can pick and choose if you want to run Transcendence or not, but you're not going to be getting any cooldown reductions from your items, so I think you should take as many things for cooldown reduction that you can in your runes, except you should still be running attack speed. So, this build, I think, is good against bursty team compositions, or team compositions where Ahri gets forced to kind of dive in. You can be a lot more of a supportive champion in this way, and you will be a lot more of a supportive champion because you're gearing towards more tankiness, but you can do a lot more in fights. You can really full send it. You can't one-shot backlines quite as easily, but that's the trade-off, right? Because you're not building Malignant Shadowflame Deathcap, so you can't be as much of a damage threat, but usually Ahri is a supportive champion regardless. So, level 1, I want to start generating push. As Ahri, you should always be trying to generate push in these ranged versus ranged matchups, because that is going to allow you to get level 2 first, and thus you can try to take a winning trade when you have a spell advantage against the enemy laner. Veigar, it's a pretty tough Ahri matchup. It's pretty difficult to break the Veigar in a 1v1. You can try to poke him when he has to go for CS like so, but he can honestly just sit at range and press Q on the wave, and it's pretty difficult for you to really do anything to respond in terms of the actual 1v1. So what you want to do instead... Wow, I am catching all of these Qs to the forehead. What you want to do instead is you want to try to push him in and then see if you can roam anywhere. Okay, so we're equal in CS. He only missed one there. That is very impressive. I'm going to go ward the top side here, just so I know that I'm not getting ganked by Warwick on the top side. This is going to allow me to hover very heavily towards the top side as well. I could let the wave come into me here. Kind of depends on what my jungler wants to do. I think I'm going to do double points in Q. I, generally speaking, really like this in ranged matchups, because usually you're not going to be fishing with Charm against them anyway. You're just going to be fishing with Qs. He will try to W this, and I will try to slap him with a Q. Barely miss it. This, double points in Q, also allows you to do some very cool stuff. Like, use 2 Qs on the wave to one-shot it, or to one-shot caster minions. Meaning you can really shove the enemy under tower, and then try to make them bleed minions under tower. Like so. Veigar will want to auto-Q this, probably. Yeah, good lineup by him, for the most part. Okay, he will bleed minions. He's bleeding 5 minions. He's gonna run quite low on mana as well. I'm probably just gonna continue shoving him under tower. If you have no plan of what you want to do in terms of like freezing the wave, trying to generate advantage through that, just push out the wave. It is a lot easier to just push waves and to play that way instead of trying to do crazy stuff where you're freezing the wave and everything. So, I prefer just doing that. I could try to stop him from freezing this and getting his minions. I actually will, because he's going to try to take his base here. And I'm going to walk up and continue shoving out the wave. Just with Qs. This is going to make it a bit awkward for him to try to last it under tower, because he's out of mana. I'm not going to let him freeze the wave either here, to try to get his minions. I will stop him if he tries. There we go. And then I'm just going to take my base now. If he can get last hits under tower, then well played to him. If he can't, then nice. He will lose some minions. I think blasting one makes sense. Gonna TP mid lane. I can even TP to this ward very aggressively. And this is just to continue pressuring mid. I want to keep pushing in waves here. Actually, depends. Do we want to move anywhere? Yeah, sure. The correct play here is probably to actually just slow stack this wave. Slow stacking waves will deny more minions when the enemy is coming back to lane with a teleport anyway. Pushing them under tower will not deny as many minions. But I want to move for my Jarvan here, just to make sure that he can get the scuttle crab. I'm gonna just continue pushing in mid lane and then try to look for roams. It's very difficult to do anything in the isolated 1v1 here against Veigar. Like, you can look for trades, but if Veigar really wants to, he'll just play opposite side of the lane as you, and then what can you really do? Not a whole lot. So instead, push out waves and just leave. So I will run top lane here. Use my W to get a little bit of speed. She lives. That kind of sucks. I could ult over the wall here, maybe. Find a kill. This could definitely work, couldn't it? Did he ward? Nice, he will die. Can play for the Gwen here. I will cancel her base. Oh, there's a there's a Veigar there. Never mind. I will leave. We could try to dive the Veigar, to be honest. I don't know if my Javelin is down for it, though. But he's actually dead under tower here. But instead, let me just run back to mid lane. There's a Gwen teleport mid. That feels like a bit of a mistake. But I'm just gonna run back to mid lane. I made my play happen. Then I'm gonna leave, come back to mid lane, and keep getting minions. Make sure that you prioritize getting minions above everything else. Push wave and get minion. So push wave. I mean, I can charm her. Is she gonna dodge it? No. I don't have any spells, so there's not really any threat on that charm, if I'm honest. It's mostly just to see if she's gonna use her W. I need to start looking for a base because I'm running quite low on mana. So we need to start thinking about that. Gwen is definitely running up there. No, she's not. Okay, that is weird. This is probably gonna throw 2 Qs at the wave and call it a day. I don't think she can really kill me. She doesn't have distance because it's mid lane. So I'm just gonna push out the wave and leave. Warwick is topside. Let's push out the wave. Take my leave. Go double Ruby Crystal and Sapphire and then run back to lane. Warwick got, Veigar got a lot of free minions here in the top side. I think my Garen kind of trolled by not taking his base. Like, Veigar is gonna farm him now and get a lot of stacks. While I'm not really capable of doing a whole lot against the Gwen right now. Like, I'm not getting anything that I wouldn't be getting against the Veigar by playing against the Gwen. I will try to cancel her here, though. Because if I get that cancel, she's now in a bit more of an awkward spot. Gonna again go throw a ward up here on the top side. I don't think there's any sense in me roaming top lane here. Gwen should be basing. I'm gonna cancel her again. And then I'm gonna keep pressuring mid lane. Gonna see if I can find a roam, but I don't know where I would necessarily roam, to be honest. But we should start thinking about the roam now. Maybe I get a plate instead, because I don't see a possible roam. So let's just take plates instead. Like, looking at the map, it doesn't really look that possible. Okay, so I have been Gwen ulted. Kind of confused about that, if I'm honest. I think that ult was a bit overkill. I think I was fine. Nice, solo kill. Veigar's here. I don't think his combo kills me. So I'm just gonna look to shove out the wave and leave. There we go. Run back under tower because there's a Warwick in the game. Meaning that he might try to just chase me down. Garen should get a massive advantage off of this. He should actually be hitting this tower. I don't know why he's basing. Because Gwen is dead and she's no teleport. Base, get my Rod of Ages. Look for boots. Probably gonna run Merc Treads this game, just judging by the fact that this guy does a bit of magic damage, has CC. They all kind of do magic damage and have CC, so I think Merc Treads will have a lot of value. Leandris is gonna come next. The problem with Veigar in lower MMRs is he's always gonna be useful, man. It doesn't matter how much I accelerate the game. Veigar will get 2 items and just be strong. Like, he will just get 2 items and be Veigar. Yeah, I think my J4 is dead to the Warwick here. We're just gonna keep shoving out mid lane, though. Like, we can get pressure, and then we have to try to snowball off that. I don't really have any spells here, so that makes it a bit rough. Like, even if you hit a charm, if you have no spells to follow up off it, it's not that useful. Try to hit him a bit underneath the tower here. I don't think anyone can be here. Actually, Rakan could open. Try to just charm. He will Q. Yeah, not a lot I can do about that. I will just keep shoving out. I will have my ult coming up soon, meaning I can actually look for a roam. Which I will absolutely do. Probably run bot lane. Place a ward behind me. I actually don't think I have time to run bot lane. The reason being is the next wave is quite nearby. So I will fake a roam bot lane and then return back to mid lane. The faking is pretty good. Applies pressure to the enemy bot lane, and also some mid laners will just panic and follow your roam without really thinking. I'm gonna make sure that the Veigar does not get these things for free by chunking him out here. There we go. I'm not gonna let him just hold the wave. He will lose health for that. Now, he has health to lose, so it's not terrible for him. He's running Catalyst as well, meaning it's quite difficult to actually get kill threat on him, but with this health, it'll be a little bit harder for him to as comfortably step up in the lane, meaning that I can get pressure a little bit more easily as well. He's not gonna hold the wave. If he holds the wave here, I might just send an ult. Oh, well, we see the Warwick. Let's just leave. Not a lot I can do. I can't really walk into him. I'll lose if I walk into him. That guy kills me for sure. He is very, very strong. Surely bot lane isn't losing. They shouldn't really be fighting here. Q the Veigar to cancel him. Shove out the next wave. I could potentially look for an ult on him here, but I don't think I have damage. I will look for a plate here, though. He will Q this. Yeah, that's fine. Then W, that's also fine. Okay, he will probably take his base now. I can't try to cancel him again. No, I can't cancel him there. Just shove out this wave and then look to take my base. Sounds good to me. Warwick is probably going to be on Drake. He's on the bot side. I don't think there's a whole lot I can really do about that. Don't know how my Garen is not winning harder than he is. I will take my base here. Could grab boots because I'm going to be roaming a lot this game. Makes sense to me, to be honest. And then TP mid lane to apply some pressure. Sell my potion, get a Dark Seal. I don't think there's really any need to have a potion at the moment. This is a very non-interactive lane. Yeah, there's the Drake. Oh, this game is gonna be rough, man. Let me tell you. This is gonna be a rough one. Because my teammates are all losing and Veigar is just kind of sitting mid lane doing nothing. And I'm trying to roam on the map, but I can't really get anything very easily. Yeah, I would like this cannon minion. No? Okay. That's fine. Can maybe look for the Warwick here. Okay, he dies. 1 for 1. Not really ideal, to be honest. That Warwick was way tankier than I expected. I do want to shove out the mid lane here. I still have my ult, so I can dodge his cage if need be. Ult out, charm, kill the wave, leave. I got a shutdown. Not terrible. I do have to take my base here, because I'm quite low health. If Veigar is good, he will cancel me. I'm going to try to hit him for it. Nice. Good trade. I'm gonna have to stay in lane now. I would have liked to get my base, but he wanted to walk up and cancel me, so I figured I'd just chunk him for it. I don't have my flash now, which might make things a bit awkward. I also don't have ult, meaning it's kind of difficult for me to punish the Veigar. I can slap some charms on him. He can't really hit me with a Q very easily here, because there are a lot of minions in the way. So even though he puts me in the cage, you just kind of need to keep a calm head and be like, I can dodge behind the minions and be fine. Gonna look to oh, can look for a play here for sure. He doesn't have ult. He will have to flash. Yeah. Yeah, he flashes. Nice. Then we can get grubs. Nice. Grubs secured. I will grab these plants. I mean, Veigar isn't here. The enemy team can't really look for this. We will just get the grubs. Nice. Okay, we get 2 grubs. Enemy team gets 4 grubs. Not ideal, but so it goes. I also lose a bit of tempo here because the Veigar got a base there and I did not. So Veigar is actually as strong as I am at the moment, despite the fact that I'm up quite a lot on him. Strictly because he has gotten his base off. So I want to start looking for that. I probably actually do want to get a roam before I go for my base, just because I have my ult. And I like roaming whenever my ult is off cooldown. Bot lane? No, there's nothing to be done. Let's just go top. Absolutely nothing to be done on the bot side here. Like, I'm looking at them, nothing to be done. We could try to collapse on the Veigar here. Oh. Can we look for this? Can we look for this guy? Oh, I missed my ult. He flashes. We can find him. He's... Do you have EQ? You need to ult. Yeah, nice. He dies. Fantastic! Lovely! Could push out top lane, but I think go mid lane, push out and apply pressure. If I can break mid lane tower, that will be a lot more valuable. This wave is also completely fine. It'll come into the Garen, meaning that the Gwen is going to bleed minions. Those are just some of the things you want to consider when you decide if you're going to take over a lane after you've made a play happen there. Veigar also is no teleport, so that will be good. Means that there's an actual chance I can take this tower. Very good to turn on the Veigar there. This is what I mean by, like, usually, like, Veigar, it's pretty tough to roam anywhere if you don't have vision on the enemy jungler, because you can die super easily. Okay, Warwick comes mid lane. That's fine. I'm just gonna leave then. Defends the tower. Well played to him. Oh, he's gonna cancel me as well, isn't he? I have teleport coming out soon, so I suppose I'll just play for that. I'll just stay in lane until I have teleport then, I suppose. Which is just after this wave. Veigar's gonna come to take this wave now. I'm gonna take my base and then teleport back to mid lane. Yep, okay, so Veigar flashed. That's pretty good. We're gonna go Liandry's next. Probably get a sweeper as well. Teleport mid. Do I need to teleport? No, there's not really any plays happening. I can save my teleport. Although you could argue that there's some stuff happening here in top lane that I might need to teleport mid lane to try to apply pressure to prevent the Veigar from roaming. Those are some of the things you want to consider when you decide whether or not you're teleporting. Like, do you need to apply pressure to make sure that the enemy mid laner can't roam? Usually the answer is no, and then you can just save your teleport. But it's important to kind of consider if you actually want to use it. Okay, someone picked up a red buff. Oh, my Corki did. Okay. Main problem is I don't think I have damage to really be a threat to the Veigar. Especially during the side lane. Like, once we start entering side laning, I don't think Liandry's Riftmaker is going to be that scary to him, if I'm honest. We got first tower top lane. Now we can fog down, try to clear some vision. Take control over this Drake area. I would have liked a ward here, because a ward here really allows me to play in this bush. Like, I might just be straight up dead. I might just be straight up dead. I mean, I dodged it. Can he live? I don't think he can. I have one more stack of ult left. My boys are all here though, but I don't think we have damage to kill. Maybe we can kill the Veigar. Nope, not quite. Oh, my Corki almost killed himself. I don't think there's a play to be happened here. Let's just go Drake. We can't take tower, can't take tower. Like, Veigar will defend it. And we have no threat of actually diving him. What I would actually like to do here is I take over the bot lane and then Corki runs back to mid lane. But I think maybe I will have to just take mid lane. I do want to help hit the Drake here because this Drake is not by any means guaranteed yet. So I want to get as much damage off onto it as I can and then go mid lane and collect the wave. But if the Drake was guaranteed, say that, like, I knew that the enemy warrior was in base or something, then I would just instantly run mid lane and not even worry about hitting the Drake. But in those instances where an objective isn't secured, like it isn't guaranteed, because either you don't have vision or the enemy team can still contest, then you should do your best to try to just hit it a bit. Could flash on the Veigar here and kill him. Seems like my J4 did not want to play it. That kind of sucks. Let's run up here. Enemy Warwick is dead. He got the Herald though. Well, as long as the enemy team doesn't get to pick up the Herald, it's kind of fine. I'll run mid lane, push out the wave. I might have to defend my Corki bot lane. We could look for a dive on the Veigar for sure, but I don't know that my Jarvan really wants to. I don't think there's really any real... No, this is just bad. We can just run bot lane. Kill the Varus. I think my Shaco is kind of trolling here. We should just go bot. There's a free kill here. Can you imagine if my Shaco was with me? This is super good. I'm just gonna pop my ult. Ah, damn. I would have hated if Shaco was here, to be honest. That would have sucked. But instead, my Shaco decided to go slap mid lane tower. Good job, bro. AP Shaco, one-shotting the tower. Smart play. Don't run with your Ahri. That would suck. Could teleport mid lane here, but looks like my Garen is going to take over. In which case, I suppose I will just run top. I think it's pretty difficult for my Garen to do anything mid lane, though. So I'll just go mid, just go back top. Like, he can't really do anything against the Veigar. Because it's ranged versus melee in mid lane. Kind of hard for him to pressure the tower. Because Veigar can just stand still. Yeah, I mean, if my Shaco just came bot lane, man, we would have a free double kill there and we would break bot lane tower. I even pinged for him to come. I'm kind of confused as to why he didn't. I could have also charmed, but I kind of thought that the Varus was just dead anyway. But this build does not deal that much damage. Very important to remember that, I think. Haven't broken mid lane tower and we're level 14. Kind of a slow low elo game, isn't it? Like, considering that this is Platinum MMR, I feel like this is very slow. Usually that's a lot more chaotic. Well, push out mid lane. Can look for the tower here, but I think, yeah, Veigar can just wave clear for an infinite amount of time. Could look for bot lane. With the fog, I have teleport as well. You can definitely look for a dive here. They have vision. Never mind. I will just leave. Go back to mid lane. They know that I'm roaming, so why would I commit to the roam? They're gonna sit on their tower regardless. Instead, just go back to mid lane. I could try to jump on the Veigar here. Try to deny him some minions. But he will just press W on the wave for sure. Oh, I can ult here. Oh, I missed charm. I think the ult is fine, because I see my Warwick is up there. So if the ult lands... Maybe I actually can't fish with ult, though, because my ult cooldown is quite long. Interesting. Yes, Shareths as well. Yeah, that guy is not gonna die. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I want to break this mid tower, but... It's a Veigar, man. I can't do it on my own. He's just gonna stand and look at me. Funny. Call it a day. Like, he's gonna one-shot this. Oh, he made a mistake with his W placement. Okay, we get to break mid tower then. How much for Riftmaker? Okay, still quite a while away. Need to push out next wave as well. I've not accelerated this game as much as I'd hoped. We're gonna have to pull off some funny stuff during the mid game. Once you don't accelerate a game against Veigar, things start getting a bit weird. He might run top lane and get a free kill here. Yeah, he will. Can we do anything about it? I'm taking my base here. I don't think there's really anything I can do. I don't think I can realistically take that mid lane tower. So we need to think about what we're going to do here. We ideally want to start... Like, we want to get our Corki ahead. That guy is going to be the main threat. That's a Veigar TP. That's very odd, I think. It's just 1v9ing the map, I guess. Could try to kill the Varus here. I don't think I have damage to solo kill him, but I'm very willing to just go on him. Okay, flash. Do you have ult? Nice, he should die. Nice, he's dead. Should be able to get the Rakan as well. Nice. Double kill. But you can see I have so much health with this build, right? Like, I can just jump into the enemy team. No fear whatsoever of getting one shot, because I have so much health. So we break that tower. I could run bot lane here, but I don't have an ult, so I'm kind of useless, if I'm honest. I'd much rather just keep the Warwick mid lane. So this is another concept. When you do not have spells, or when you are not very useful, if you can just stop an enemy from going to a fight, you have served your purpose, right? Like, if I'm stopping a Warwick from going bot lane here, when I am an Ahri without ult, then that is a win for my team, because without ult, I am more useless than a Warwick. So it's a net benefit for our team. Of course, don't kill yourself doing it most of the time. Sometimes you actually can, but yeah. That is a cool concept that you can consider. I want to start getting into the side lane at this point. I'm not really sure how I'm going to deal with the Veigar in side lane, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be a bit awkward. No, don't. We don't. No. It's bad. Don't do Atakan. That boy. Oh, actually, 2 people top. Good. But that, like, 3 people top. But I think Atakan is just, like, it's so slow to do. Everyone is top here. Could look for the bot lane tier 2. There's 4 people top. We have to dive the Veigar if he shows. Yeah, he kind of has to be dove. Unfortunately. Because if we don't dive him, then he will defend the tower. And we know that everyone else is topside, so we can be pretty sure that no one else is going to be there. Pretty easy dive to go for. Okay, nice. I will probably take my base here and teleport top. I have Riftmaker. I don't think we can go for the tier 3. So I will just TP top. Defend the tower. Start applying pressure topside now. Oh, lose the cannon for fun. But now we are 3 items, so we should start taking a lot of fights now. I want to apply pressure topside here by pushing out though. And then I want to see if I can transition that pressure advantage down into mid lane to create a play with a numbers advantage. That's usually how you will navigate a side lane in most games. You'll push out a lane, then you'll have someone come match you and try to catch that wave to not lose minions. And then you'll use that timing to sweep the enemy jungle and try to get an advantage. There is a Varus here, so he should just die. Nice. Could maybe even kill the Rakan. Maybe not. Good charm. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Yeah, Veigar's there. Oh. Need to hit the Gwen a bit. I don't really do a lot of damage, as you can see, but I'm very tanky. Gonna leave here and run back to top lane. Oh, looks like my Garen actually wants to pressure top lane, in which case I will not do that. I could Chomp Flash here, but I don't know if it has any value. I would have preferred to be the one to go top lane here, mostly because I don't want to steal my Corki's minions mid lane if I can avoid it. But, oh, that's a bit awkward. I might be dead here. Nope. I might have to flash. Play it slow, play it slow, play it slow. Flash. There we go. Look for charm. Oh, completely whiff. Look for Q. Ooh. Ooh. Spooky. He might be chasing here. I have ult though, but if he has ult, then I die. What was happening here on the top side? I'm kind of confused. Where did my Javan and Shaco go? Don't really know. Well, I'm gonna be running Deathcap next. Get as much ability power as you can. Probably even get a Magi's. Gonna open through bot lane here, mostly because my Garen is applying a lot of pressure here on the top side. I will have teleport up in a full minute. I don't think we can run Nash yet, but we should be trying to play for the Atakan. But what I want to do, again, bot lane, is exactly the same thing that I did top lane. And it's the thing you're going to be doing every single time you end up in the side lane. Very important concept to understand is you will just push out the lane, sweep the enemy jungle, and try to see if you can find a pick on someone in the enemy jungle, or force a play with your teammates when you have a numbers advantage, when someone is covering for you, or covering your pressure. Here I could run mid lane, because it does look like this is a pretty big commit. Looks like the fight is over though, so I will not run mid lane. I will keep applying pressure bot lane. And this is going to force someone to come bot lane. And when someone comes bot lane to cover, if he's going to ult, then I'm fine. I'm not really too worried about that. He is running... He'll have to ult over the wall here. That's weird. I was kind of expecting him to ult over the wall, if I'm honest. Oh, that's a lot of damage, actually. Chunk out the Veigar. I don't actually have thread on him now because I don't have my ult. But I'm going to push out bot lane again. And this will be the same idea of if I can bring someone to bot lane here, that is a win for my teammates because we killed the enemy Warwick, which I used my ult for, and I do not have my ult. So we will have a 2-man advantage if I hold someone and the enemy Warwick is dead. So I'm going to keep pushing bot lane here, and my teammates should be able to get Atakan. Push out bot lane. Shaco is top. Enemy team is overcommitting to him on the top side. I will not hit that tower. There's no world I can try to take it in the face of Varus, especially not if Rakan is there. Shaco is really applying some pressure there. That's very funny. But we will get Atakan. I could look for a mid lane play, but I would imagine my Garen wants to run mid lane afterwards. He might actually want to run bot lane, but I think someone needs to cover mid. I think this is a mistake by Garen. I think he should be going mid lane here to catch that wave. But if he... actually, he could have kept pushing bot lane as well, and I would take over top lane, and then we would try to play for Nash. That would work as well. But I have teleport, so applying pressure like this is obviously phenomenal for me. I can apply pressure and then just leave. Try to go see if there's some funny stuff happening here. Probably don't want to join that fight, actually. Probably just want to keep pushing out bot lane. I have Deathcap coming up pretty soon as well. So I want to just get enough gold for that. And keep pushing out bot lane. Yeah. Veigar's gonna match. Not a whole lot I can really do to him. He's a bit too tanky, I think. I can shove him under tower and then just leave. Which is what I will do. Get my Deathcap here. Now we need to start thinking about Baron or Drake. Both are fine options. The way we're gonna get the Baron is we're gonna have me push out bot lane, and then I'm gonna rotate to mid lane, find a pick on the enemy team, and then we're gonna force Nash with that numbers advantage. I could teleport top lane here if there's a big commit. If there's a commit here, then I will TP top. But it looks like it's just Gwen running away. Oh, she's turning now. Okay, then I will TP. That's a funny Shaco box. She lives, I think, barely. No, she dies. Nice. I don't know if I die to a Veigar combo here. I might have to look for him with my ult. Ah, well, I missed. Slowly, slowly. Hit the Vigar. Slowly, slowly leave, leave, leave. Nothing else to be done here. We got everything we wanted. Probably want to play Drake now. I can die to Vigar still, and you can see my ult has a very long cooldown. Usually my ult here would be up in like 10 seconds. But because no Malignance and no cooldown reduction at all, it's quite slow. Oh, Vigar can die here. Nice. Take this tower. Yeah, Vigar just didn't really have any options to do anything this game. He was just shoved under tower, and then we moved around the map too quickly for him to do anything. And now we're accelerating the game. It's pretty hard for him to do anything. Despite the fact that my bot lane lost. And my top lane, while he didn't lose, I wouldn't say it was too useful this game. Okay, probably could base here and look to do something. I mean, we should just do Nash. Nash should be pretty guaranteed, if I'm honest. I mean, it's like, these guys are still dead. We have like 20 seconds to work with here. I would have liked Vision to make sure that no one is stealing it, but so it goes. Alright, we got the Baron. I'll take my base here. Probably look for Magi's plus Sorcery. Should play for bot lane tower. What I want to do here is I actually want to go mid lane. Oh, wow. No one is going bot lane. Okay. Well, then I will go bot lane. What I really wanted to do here is I wanted to be playing mid lane while my 4-man would be playing bot lane. And then I could look for a flank over here when we're sieging this inhib tower. Very cool concept that you can use. Because as Ahri, you generally speaking want to be coming from flank angles. And the way to find a flank angle when you're sieging this inhib tower is... One sec. Trying to one-shot the enemy Warwick. Okay. I mean, if I just run away, he dies. So you end up dealing quite a bit of damage, as luck would have it. 800 ability power. Yeah, that's a solid amount of damage, isn't it? I can probably one-shot the Vigar now as well. Do I want to, though? Who knows? Look for the... Rakan? Look for that guy. Look for this guy as well. Nice. There we go. And you can see, still full health. And I can just send it like that because I have so much HP. That's the game. Nice. Clean game. Very clean game. I think showcases the build very, very well. Like how it can be strong. How much healing? Yeah, 3,000. How much damage on the Andres? 2,700. Pretty solid, I'd say. Made me very tanky. Yeah. Let's have a look at the damage dealt, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, let me know what you want to see next, actually. Because I do look at comments. I read every single one. Every single one. Even if I do not respond, I do read all of them. Okay, highest damage in the game by quite a wide margin, despite the fact that I went tank. Here's the real stat that matters. Damage taken. I had less than my Corki. Huh, less than my AD carry? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye.